Yo, what's poppin', people? My name is Chuck, and we back at it with another video. Now, so far on this channel, I've talked a lot about some basketball news, but today I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna talk about my sport. Sports is very near and dear to my heart. And that's football, my favorite sport of all time. Now, I've been seeing a lot of what you call it? What you call them things, man? Why can't reports? I can't even think today. Reports bringing up this whole, NFL execs and Roger Goodell. They want 18 games. They want to add 2 games to the season, basically. Now, this is not the first time we've seen these reports. It's been past couple of years, I believe. Roger Goodell has made this proposal. Not just Roger Goodell, I believe it's like NFL owners and executives and all of that stuff. The big wigs up there with all the power and money. They want to add those 2 extra games, take two preseason games, and pretty much add them to the regular season. Now, CBA, once again, is not having it, according to all the reports that I've seen so far. And I agree with the CBA. I think it's a stupid move. And I'm going to give you guys my positives and negatives on, this proposal from, Roger Goodell and the NFL. Now, the one and only positive that I can see with this move being made is that, obviously, I think we can all agree that, and even, even people just sitting on the couches and watching and being sports fans can see that adding 2 games to the NFL season will bring in more revenue, more money for TVs, more ticket prices, obviously merch sales, etc., etc. And so that's about the only thing that I can see as positive. And on top of that, when the NFL gets more revenue, the players are going to get paid more. I believe there was like they were estimating like adding an extra 2 games to the season would get like 2.6 billion. And like half that will go to the players. So that's about the only positive I can see. Let's go ahead and get on to the negatives. All right, so let's start off with the blatantly obvious negative with adding 2 games to this NFL season, regular season. Obviously, if you add 2 more games to the season, then there's going to be more injuries. And on top of that, that also shows that Roger Goodell and company doesn't care about player safety as much as they so-called preach to. Now, the current NFL career currently lasts about 3.4 years, but with 2 more games in the regular season, that would drop to 2.8 years would be the NFL career average. It's just not a smart move. It's not a good idea. It should be obvious that adding those 2 games is going to mess with the players' bodies and mental. And for couch coaches like me can see that. Obviously these guys that run the game can see it too. So why do it? Why do it? The easy answer for that is money. That's what they care about. They care about money. They don't care about player safety. It's just as simple as that. All right, before I get into my next negative, excuse me if my mic was a little trashy. I just figured it out that I had it too loud. So yeah, excuse the brother for that. All right, so for my next negative, pretty much quality of football. Quality of the game is going to be an issue with this. So I forgot to mention way earlier in the video. So with adding these 2 games, the NFL is going to present an option to, I guess it's not going to be so much as an option, but kind of mandatory. But like the starters, like any starter or something. I don't know how it's exactly worded, but pretty much players are going to get 2 games off, pretty much. And the coaches, I don't know if the coaches will be able to decide that, or if the players, or if there'll be like a certain schedule or what. But yeah, like say you have Tom Brady, and he pretty much can't play more than 16 games. He has to take 2 games off. Obviously, it's going to be the bye week, and then it's going to be, they didn't say anything about a bye week. I don't know if they'll get rid of the bye week or what. So maybe it'll be 3 games off. That's a good question. But anyways, back to the point is they're gonna have an option to keep the players out of 2 games, and pretty much what that's gonna do is gonna create pretty much toilet bowls. You're gonna have players like Nathan Peterman starting, or backup quarterbacks, and imagine sitting down at your couch, or even imagine buying a ticket, spending X amount of dollars for a ticket, or NFL Sunday Pass, or however you decide to enjoy football, and then only to find out that Mark Sanchez is starting today, or Geno Smith is starting, or the second string defense is starting. So it's going to be, who wants to watch that? Nobody wants to watch that, especially in November, December, January timeframe. Nobody wants to see backups playing. It's just not good. It's not good for the league. It's not good for the fans, you know. And on top of that point, you have the issue with coaches having to game plan pretty much resting their players. And how do you game plan around, playoff or not playoff, but late in the season? How do you game plan resting Russell Wilson when you need to make a playoff run? Like, that just puts more strain on the coaches. It doesn't make anything any easier for coaches or players. Imagine your quarterback is on fire and he has to take a seat because he can't go over 16 games. Then he comes back, y'all lose the game, he comes back cold, and y'all miss the playoffs. Like, it's just it doesn't seem like a good idea on from that standpoint. And my last negative that I have is you guys already see, if you're a football fan, you already kind of see how the NFL schedule is kind of constructed. I mean, you have a lot of Monday night, Thursday night games, and it makes for some short weeks. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that we've had a team play Monday night and then have to turn around 3 days later and play. Well, I don't think Monday night. Well, Sunday night. I think Sunday night had to play Sunday night and then had to turn around 3-4 days later and play Thursday night. That's already taxing as it is, especially late in the season. So, and I think the Chargers had to do that. That was the week we beat the Steelers, and then we had to turn around and go to KC and come back and beat them. And that couldn't have been easy on those players at all, or coaches. You imagine having a game plan and then 2 practices and then going straight to a football game, not getting no days off, and then they want to add 2 more games on top of that? Nah, man. Now, I'm not too sure how much exact pressure the CBA or the Players Association is under the NFL for this proposal, but I do know if Roger Goodell wants something, I'm inclined to believe that he's going to do any and everything in his power to make it happen. And I just hope, I hope they stay strong. I hope they keep the same energy and just keep denying this BS move, because it's just not right. It's not good for the players. It's not good for the coaches. It's not good for fans. It's only good for just making money for, that's it. It has no benefit. It has no other benefit other than just making money. And there's too many other negatives that fall behind that. And I believe that the NFL is going to continue to throw out the proposal each and every year. And I just hope, like I said, I just hope they keep the same energy. And because I'm assuming they're just gonna keep doing it and hope that the players just say, all right, whatever, you guys won't stop, so we're just gonna do it. I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope and pray. I can't remember the name of the name of the player who's in charge of the Players Association. I know it's an offensive lineman, and I know he's unsigned right now. I can't remember his name. I think it's something Smith. But he seems like he has the players' best interest at heart. So I mean, that's something to look forward to for the players, at least. And another point, not only staying strong for the NFL and its players, but also sending a message to the NFL and, in my opinion, other sports. Just sending a message, just showing that just because these players make millions, they're still human. They still have rights to be able to be treated like humans. They're not just slaves or gold miners just because they make millions, you can just tell them to dig and dig and dig until their bodies break. They have rights. They have a right to be able to take care of their bodies, and they have a right to speak out and give their opinion and share their thoughts on the league, the game that they go out there and risk their lives for, and their lives, their bodies, their mental, their families, everything. They put everything on the line on that field, so they have a right to have an opinion and be able to fight for that opinion. But man, that's all I got for this video. Let me know what y'all think down below. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm gone. Deuces.